balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back. Oh god, I hope this doesn't fuck up on me. It did. As you can see, we're back in Horizon, which I guess you would know because you would have clicked on the video. So continuing from where we started the last video, we are back in the, shit, actually, what the hell is this place called? Sunfall. Doing Deep Secrets of the Earth. So I looked up how many main missions were left. I took a glance at the side quests, but I have no idea what the names of all the ones we've done are. So I know that we've... Oh, it actually just started me back like without my outfit on or anything. Oh, weird. Where was it? There it is. So like...
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
I don't get it. It should have just like... auto clung me to the thing, right? Like that's a thing in this game where it's like, hey, you're good. There we go. Oh, maybe if I just walk towards the edge instead of jumping, maybe. I don't know, whatever. Oh god. Oh wait, drop and glowing down, that's right. So yeah, we're climbing down here. I vaguely, no, I don't actually remember why.
Other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
We're going down here for something, but I don't remember what it was. I also can't get her. There it is, square. I was just playing Shadow War like 2 seconds ago. Ah, here. That's a vent.
Say you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Alright. That's weird because I know for a fact, like, that makes it sound like this is the end of the game. It is not. Because like I was about to say there, I think, including this mission, I think there's 6.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Fair enough.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Ugh!
I underestimated you. I think by now
Uh-oh.
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
So anyway, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure... hang on, I'm learning all my controls again. I'm pretty sure including this mission, there's 6 left. Which could mean 6 more videos, including this one, so 5 more after this.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Oh, nice.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
So yeah, it could be 6 videos. I don't know how long each main mission is. A lot of times games will, oh, this is just a text one. I'm not going to bother. A lot of times games like this, generally once you get, what the hell did I just, oh, did I just pull out like a, oh, I have my sling out, don't I? I do. So I'll just switch to my regular bow, shall we? Usually there'll be like a mission or two near the end that's like nothing, you know?
Never know when I might need these.
It's like a very short, like,
Please
run
take
here,
a
do
seat
something
and
thing.
wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
You know what? I'm really glad they don't have people sitting in these. I mean, that's like a very video game thing to do, and it never makes any sense. It's like, I guess Fallout does it the most. I think this is just another text one. Yeah. Like, there's so many times where I'd be playing Fallout, like 3, 4, New Vegas, doesn't matter. And I'll come across like a skeleton, and it's like, oh, the skeleton's from way back when. It's like, okay. But people like live around here now. Why haven't they got rid of the skeleton that's like right there? Like, or like, how has something not come and dragged it away? I mean, like, there's still dogs around, death claws, shit. I mean, how did nothing like move the skeleton? Like, how is it still in this position? Because like, I get nuclear wars, they would die with very quickly and could very easily be like in that position when they die and just remain there. But then after everything that happened after it, because like every Fallout's like a few hundred years later, right? It's like there's no way. So it's nice that this game didn't do that. Granted, in this one it would make more sense because nobody's been down here since, right?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Okay. Oh, we get to learn what Zero Dawn was.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them. And they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program. And it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Kind of figured that it was something like it's gonna be like they stored a bunch of DNA on file so that once everything was gone, they could like.
To exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Really guessing she didn't save it. I mean, that brings like my whole she's a clone thing, like a lot
Gas
closer
trace.
to like
They got
gotta
it.
be.
Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? A tomb?
I mean, it's about to be. It's about to be your tomb, bitches. Kestrels, by the way. Is that just like... I don't know what that means. I mean, they're just shadow cards, right? Like, these aren't even the, Are they the Eclipse, or are they just the shadow cards? Pretty sure yeah, it's just shadow cards. It's not Eclipse here.
Ones are dead. She is
Come on. A little closer. Oh, I guess I can do that to get him to come a little bit faster. Hey, what was that noise? Oh, fucking Christ. Fucking Christ. Fucking Christ. Bullshit beyond... Oh. Yeah, I know my battery level is low. I was really hoping it wouldn't be an issue. But if that's coming up, odds are it's about to be an issue.
Let this cat take a
Fucking... Right, I don't need to knock you
We're
down.
too close to let
It
tribal
still
predators
stunned
stop
you.
us now. The data points, what did they contain?
Yeah, I'm working on it, buddy. Just give me a second to heal up. Okay, let's see. These are going to be audio, right?
It is accurate, yes. So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them? Not just people, all organic matter. Every living thing dissolves into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life produced some bloody biofuel. In a word, yes. Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here? No, Doctor. Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
I mean...
Want to discuss? Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke? A tobacco cigarette. Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
That seems like an odd one to want to keep around.
Previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since,
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, When you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Yeah, man, you always want to put limits on your shit. At least on your robotic shit. As soon as you take away the limits, that's when they get you. There's so many data points in this.
Let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
No, I don't think that's what they were planning, buddy.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Oh, come on.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Man, it's just a lot of people saying different ways about how fucked we are. Oh, and that's a text one. Alright. I'm not going to read the text ones this time. I know I have read a couple of them in the past, but there's way too much to listen to, and I imagine there's still, like, way more. Okay, and then that's that. I am going to explore this place pretty thoroughly, though, because this will definitely be another place that has a,
CB02 data intact. Initiating
the power
data.
cells. There's definitely going to be a power cell down here somewhere.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Okay, so
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
okay, so they built Gaia, Gaia built the rest, right? So based on what's happening, they managed to get what was it? No, Artemis was the towers. Minerva, was it, whatever. They managed to get the deactivation codes worked. They managed to get the towers built and things deactivated. I don't know the towers, though. I haven't come across any towers like that. But anyway, it's obvious that the things got deactivated. And then Hephaestus built the robots that we currently have to help do whatever, to help the terraforming project. But at some point, right, I don't know what Hades is, because they never did. She didn't say what he was for. But at some point, right, it had to have got infected with the Pharaoh whatever, right? Like, that's a thing that had to have happened. That looks like a text one, yeah. Okay, so we're good. Which means that there are deactivation codes, but then, like, the Oh, that would be...
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
Now, Elysium, is that something else they built, or is that, like, his religious thing? Because Elysium is, like, the thing, right?
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family? I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years. I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words. I'm sorry. Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over. I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Okay. I mean, that's fair. But here's the thing, though, right? Just limit, right? Like, don't sterilize everyone. Just limit the birth rate.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you... You know... Get your hands off me!
Okay, I actually expected picking those up would have done something, but I guess not. Where would that even... Special items, I guess? Valuable into the most curious merchants. Shackles made from an unknown smooth material. Trading source special. Okay. Where the fuck do... Okay, so some merchant wants those, but what the fuck merchant wants... I thought I talked to all of the merchants. What is... Can I talk here? Yeah. What is this place? Can I climb somewhere, or... Nope. What's the point of this room? I've always wondered that in some games. Oh, maybe this is where enemies are going to spawn at some point. It looks like a vent, so maybe like enemies will spawn and come through here somewhere at some point once I make it to the door. God, there's fucking icicles everywhere. Oh, fucking Christ. Alright, so Elysium, I'm guessing, is where we are. Like, I'm guessing this is Elysium. And, this is where they were building Gaia, if I had to guess. And everybody was sterilized. See, now, I agree, right? Like, the population would have to diminish, not grow. Otherwise, it would be too hard to sustain in an underground environment, right? Like this. Like, the amount of resources it would take to maintain, like, a growing population is absolutely ridiculous. So, like, if they limited it, though, right? Because I guess they were really confident that in their 100 years or whatever that they could get down here, not only could they keep everyone from killing each other, but they would manage to complete work on Gaia. Otherwise, it would obviously not work. But the thing is, right?
Get her! They know I'm here now.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Thanks. Don't die now. Let's see. Look at this. I really wish games that had you using like a bow and arrow or something had like a type of shoulder switch or something. Because like, it's really fucking annoying when what the fuck? Oh, I put a sticky bomb on it.
Gather your strength and fight, losing blood.
Hey, buddy. Nope, too far. Oh no, you keep falling down. What's the matter? Oh, fucking Christ.
For the Radiant Eater.
Ow.
Let this pierce my soul.
Good God. But yeah, like, if they had them populate at least slightly, right? I'm having a hard time seeing where the fuck they are. Then in theory, right, they could teach the kids.
Let me forsaken.
The fuck? Like, they could teach the kids how it... Oh, God. Oh, I was fucking putting sticky bombs, like, right next to me. Apparently, they weren't arcing out the door. Right, and they could continue the work and quite possibly, like, improve upon it or something, you know? There we go. Now I got it with that one. Oh, I can also just fucking go through here. Aha! I've made it to a new room. Not that that fucking helps me in the slightest. Actually, that other guy got pretty close to the room. Although that guy's... Oh, fuck no, they were across the way, though. Oh, what's this? Oh, God, another one. Jesus Christ.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't.
Okay. So I'm still not sure, like, because, like, does that mean that that other guy there who wanted to leave or whatever, right? It's like, obviously you can't leave, because if you leave, that could compromise where this place is. I mean, the robots would be smart enough to maybe figure it out, but it's like he wasn't done his part of the project yet or something?
It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
What exactly could an art major bring to the table in this situation? Like, they're trying to build an AI that can then rebuild the world after it's been destroyed. Where's art coming to play?
Those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them.
Is there
But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate.
There's a part missing.
You kidding me?
Maybe there's a storage area.
18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
God. Well, okay, that guy's into it. He's fucking ready to go. Okay, so I noticed that I'm pretty sure they talked a couple times in the middle of that, but...
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay. So he installed something backwards. There's a thing missing. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. Guessing can I go anywhere over here? Oh, look at that. There's a whole thing up here. Although that doesn't look climbable. Alright. Don't know what the point of that is then. Okay, so I need to figure out what the locks are to open up the door, but to do that... I mean, I saw there's a climbing thing there. Or like a whatever thing there. So I must be able to get up on the roof somehow. Fuck. Where though? Because like I see there's a thing up there. It's an emitter. Okay. But how does one go up? I mean, like that right there, right? Like she can fucking grab that and climb that. It's bullshit that she doesn't, but... And then over there is just a supply crate. So that doesn't... I was... Like, do I go up on this side? Do I go up on that side? Do I climb the lights, maybe? I mean, it doesn't look like anything is really all that climbable here. Oh, like, I see a bunch of stuff that is technically climb. Come on, Aloy, climb the fucking thing. You crawled up on there. Like... You know how people make fun of this game every once in a while where it's like, oh man, whenever you need to climb something, somebody went along and painted it all, right? What I wouldn't give for somebody to have painted where I need to climb right now. Like, I don't fucking see a way up. It's like looking up there, I don't see a way. Okay, so that supply crate is just an extra supply crate that you can get once you get up there. Which means that you must be able to get up there. What if can I like bust shit? No, I can turn those, but that's not going to, oh, maybe if I do this. That one's up. I didn't realize that when I scanned it, it changed. That one goes that way. And then this one goes right around.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Okay, so hopefully then that'll let me go up. And then I'm guessing this other lock will open the door back where I just came from. Oh, I should have grabbed the thingamabobber. Also, I love how they dropped enemies in again. And it's like, well, why didn't I just go find one of the vents and drop down? I mean, obviously that's a thing I could have done. If they made it, like, I could have skipped it. Well, I guess I don't want to, though. Not me personally, like Aloy. Because, like, she needs to explore as much of this place as possible so that she can, in fact, get all the information. Hopefully. Let's see, is my thing in here? No, I didn't think so. Guys, I'm pretty sure it shows up purple. And I don't think I actually got my last one out of a box, did I?
Found one. Looks intact.
Pretty sure I just got, like, it was just, like, on the ground. Okay, jump down. Thank you. Install that. There we are.
Should do the trick.
Okay, so up. Right. Down. And left. Boop. Oh, right. But he installed it backwards. So, like, is it like the whole thing is backwards or like each individual thing is backwards? Because, like, if the whole thing is backwards, then I should, in theory, only have to switch these two by the looks of it. Okay, so then if that's not right, then that must mean... Oh, yeah, okay, I see. I see now. It's upside down. Okay, which would mean that that one... Okay, so if I flip it up, then that one's down. This one would be to the left again. This one would be up. That one would be to the right. I don't understand. It's one of those things, right? Like, I just watched a video where it's like impractical locks.
Door should have power.
And they did a few different ones, right? I feel like they should have done these because, I mean, like, these are locks used to open up doors in a facility that multiple people had to probably use when it was operational on, like, a somewhat daily basis.